Hello students, today we see next theorem, that is theorem 9. So statement of this theorem is, if sequence Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity is Cauchy sequence of real numbers, then sequence Sn is convergent. So if sequence is a Cauchy sequence, then it is always convergent sequence. Now to prove that this sequence is convergent sequence, since it is Cauchy sequence, in theorem 3 we have proved that if limit supremum, limit superior Sn n tends to infinity is equal to limit inferior Sn n tends to infinity, if these two limits, limit superior and limit inferior, if these two limits are equal, then this sequence is convergent sequence. So we use theorem 3 to prove that this sequence is convergent. So to prove that limit supremum or limit superior of Sn is equal to limit inferior of Sn, we can use that when two sets are equal, if A and B, two sets are equal, then A is less than or equal to B and A is greater than or equal to B. This implies that A is equal to B. Means to show that two sets are equal, we can use this mathematical two inequalities. If two sets satisfy these two inequalities, that means one set is less than or equal to another, also it is greater than or equal to another, then that two sets must be equal sets. Now we have to show that limit superior of Sn is equal to limit inferior of Sn, and for that, now limit superior of Sn is always greater than or equal to limit inferior of Sn, because limit superior of Sn is nothing but limit of LUB of the set S1, S2, S3 dash dash. And limit inferior of Sn is nothing but GLB of Sn. That means limit superior is a limit least upper bound of that set Sn. Set Sn means set S1, S2, S3 dash dash. So least upper bound, that means upper bound of that set, and this is limit inferior means greatest lower bound of that set. So upper bound of the set is always greater than or equal to lower bound of set. So this we do not require, or it is not necessary to prove that limit superior is greater than or equal to limit inferior. So this is obviously, or this is always true. Now we have to only prove that limit superior is less than or equal to limit inferior of Sn. So only we have to prove this, and then from these two inequalities we can say that limit superior is equal to limit inferior. So to prove this, we have given that sequence Sn is Cauchy's sequence. So we use the definition of Cauchy's sequence. So by definition of Cauchy's sequence, for given epsilon, which is very small positive number, so for given that number epsilon, there exists capital N belongs to capital I, that is capital N integer, such that mod Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon by 2. Less than epsilon, we can take here epsilon by 2, and this is for m and n greater than or equal to this capital N. So for each epsilon there is different capital N. For given epsilon there is capital N. If we change epsilon, capital N will change. So if sequence is Cauchy's sequence, then for given epsilon there exists this capital N such that the difference between any two terms Sm minus Sn, this is mth term Sm, this is nth term, so difference between two terms, mod means only positive value we consider, so difference between these two terms is less than this epsilon by 2. So this is because sequence is Cauchy's sequence. Now this is for m n greater than or equal to capital N, means this is for those terms starting from capital N, S capital N, S capital N plus 1 and onwards. For those terms starting from S capital N, the difference between any two terms is less than epsilon by 2. Now here we put value of m as a capital N. One of the value of these two terms we can take S capital N, or small m is equal to capital N. Then this mod Sn minus Sn is less than epsilon by 2, and this n is now here as we written, it is greater than or equal to capital N. Now from this modulus we can write this Sn minus Sn is greater than minus epsilon by 2 and less than plus epsilon by 2. You know the meaning of this modulus. So this is this means that this value is between minus epsilon by 2 and plus epsilon by 2. Now again, if we take this Sn on both the sides, then this Sn minus epsilon by 2, here you see this epsilon by is taken here and this S small n is taken here. Consider only this inequality, then this Sn is greater than this Sn minus epsilon by 2. Sn minus epsilon by 2, this is less than Sn, S small n from this, and from this inequality this Sn if we transfer here, then this Sn and this minus epsilon by 2 comes here and becomes plus. So this Sn small Sn is less than S capital N plus epsilon by 2. From this inequality we can write this. So from this we get that S small n, Sn is greater than Sn minus epsilon by 2 and less than Sn plus epsilon by 2, where this small n is started from capital N. Now this means that Sn is nothing but nth term of the sequence, and it is between Sn minus epsilon by 2 and Sn plus epsilon by 2. That means this is for n small n greater than or equal to capital N. Means for the terms from capital N, this Sn minus epsilon by 2 is a lower bound for these terms, and this Sn plus epsilon by 2 is upper bound, because Sn is less than Sn S capital N plus epsilon by 2. Therefore for all n greater than or equal to capital N, means for the terms S starting from S capital N, S capital N, S capital N plus 1, S capital N plus 2, for these terms this is upper bound Sn plus epsilon by 2, and Sn minus epsilon by 2 is lower bound. So we have written here, that is Sn minus epsilon by 2 is lower bound and Sn plus epsilon by 2 is upper bound of the set S capital N, S capital N plus 1, S capital N plus 2 dash dash. For these terms, these are lower bound and upper bound. Now any lower bound is less than or equal to greatest lower bound. So if we take the whole set, complete set of the sequence, that is Sn, Sn plus 1, Sn plus 2 dash dash, so all, if we consider the set, then greatest lower bound of that set is greater than this lower bound, any lower bound. Therefore this lower bound Sn minus epsilon by 2 is less than or equal to this greatest lower bound. Similarly, Sn minus epsilon by 2 is less than LUB. Since Sn minus epsilon by 2 is a lower bound and LUB is least upper bound, so this is lower bound is always less than or equal to upper bound. Therefore it is less than or equal to LUB of this set, and this LUB less than or equal to our upper bound Sn plus epsilon by 2. Least upper bound is always less than or equal to any upper bound. Therefore this LUB is less than or equal to Sn plus our upper bound Sn plus epsilon by 2. So from these two inequalities we can take a subtraction. So LUB of this set minus GLB of the set is less than or equal to this Sn plus epsilon by 2 minus Sn minus epsilon by 2. So Sn get cancelled and epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2, it becomes epsilon. So LUB of this set minus GLB of this set is less than or equal to epsilon. But LUB of the set is nothing but limit superior of Sn, and GLB of this set is nothing but limit inferior of the set Sn. So this limit superior minus limit inferior is less than or equal to epsilon. Therefore if we transfer this limit inferior to right hand side, then limit superior is less than or equal to limit inferior of Sn plus epsilon. Now this epsilon is a very small arbitrary number, so we can take it as a 0. Therefore limit superior is less than or equal to limit inferior plus this 0, means only limit inferior. Therefore we have shown that limit superior is less than or equal to limit inferior. Now initially we have written that in equation 1 that limit superior is greater than or equal to limit inferior. So from that equation 1 and from this equation 2 we can say that limit superior is equal to limit inferior of Sn. And in theorem 3 we have proved that if limit superior is equal to limit inferior, then that sequence is convergent sequence. Therefore this sequence Sn is convergent sequence. Thus we have shown that the Cauchy sequence is a convergent sequence. So we stop here.